see what I wanna do, I would it. And I can believe what I wanna do, I love it. They hating on me in public, I love it. But I be chasing money, and I be chasing honeys, and that's my fucking problem. I'm a fucking dummy, but I'm a curse one, and that's one day, honey. And you gon' get that one day when I'm done chasing money. Cash accumulate over days, and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days, and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days, and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days, and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days, and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days, and chase that check over days. Chase that check. Yeah, chase that check. I had a moment of silence, cause I be chasing that check. And this shit so crazy, I don't even stress. Yeah, the bitch left. That ain't the first time she left. It's like a boomerang. She come bouncing back, just like on the dick. Yeah, she do a spin. Yeah, she do the spin. Yeah, she spin that thing. Yeah. But I'ma stay on point. I gotta get that money, just like my joints. They spread out, and I flop my wings. If I was a bird, I'd be a wing. Yeah, you get it? Yeah, that's first class shit. First class, you don't even know what I'm talking about. Bitch, I'm the pilot lit. I'm the pilot lit. Business owner. I represent. I'm from the fold. Everybody throw up that shit. Let cash accumulate over days. Chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. Chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the recap with Let Cash Accumulate Over Days. Today is Tuesday, June 20th. And the market just reopened after a long 3-day weekend. And today was the first day back in the market. And we got a lot to go over. We're going to go over the charts and numbers momentarily, as you know. We're going to look at the data first, if you're new to this. So we always look at the data first here. Getting a lot more people here involved here. Shout out to the Discord, man. Hey, I need y'all to add the new Discord. I'll be sending the link out to some of y'all momentarily here. But get involved here. Get involved here. Get involved or evolve. One of the two. But yeah, man. Shout out to LCAOD. Shout out to the clients, man. Shout out to the company as a whole. Just want to give everyone their praise and their flowers, man, for just really, just honestly, just wanting to be involved in this and doing this, and doing it for the right reasons. Obviously, you know, that's what it's all about. But this is recap coverage from the stock and crypto market. These are live ideas of thought and studies. This is not financial advice on this stream or with this company. So with that being said, let's jump right into the action. Today, pretty much stocks closed lower for a second straight day. Dow sheds 200 points as market rally cools. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell by 245.25 points, or 0.72% to 34,053.87. The S&P 500 slid 0.47% to 4,388.71, while the Nasdaq Composite declined 0.16% to 13,667.29. So that's pretty much what happened today, you guys. The market did do that right there. It did fall. We got a bearish close, so we're going to talk about it. Back-to-back Bears closes. You got it's kind of a down. They call it a down Friday, down Monday. Technically, it was down Tuesday. So the market is really showing weakness now. The Bears they are gaining momentum back. They have slight momentum. Now it looks like they're trying to get back to midway to full momentum again. That's what they're fighting for right now. Overall, still a bull market. As you can see here, like I said, the market rally cools. It cooled off, yeah, meaning the dip can be bright. It's really kind of the market overall is at support right now. I think your big key this week right now overall should be understanding here. It should be shedding the light overall what's going on. It's Powell. Powell's going to be your key, Jerome Powell. Everyone's looking to see what he's going to say. He's your leader. He's their guy. He's their leader. That's him. He's him for them, if that makes sense. So Powell is the guy. He's going to be the one. They're going to grill him there on Capitol Hill. They're going to ask him a lot of questions. He's going to either, play it to the point where I think he don't say too much to make himself look bad or good. But whatever he is going to say, the market is going to react to. So just be on the lookout for that. He's going to be talking with the House, I think, tomorrow at 10 a.m. or the Senate tomorrow at 10 a.m. Either one, and then the opposite of on Thursday is either going to be whichever one went first from Wednesday. So keep that in mind. You got the House and Senate. Powell's talking. It's a testimony in front of them this week. That's pretty much where all your attention is getting drawn to. Looking at all the data that got brushed out today, housing starts data, building permits data, all that got brushed out really today. Kind of people shrug it off. So it looks like tomorrow, Wednesday, nothing's going on but Powell testimony. Everybody get your popcorn ready, all eyes on that. So we'll be listening. And, it'll be on the live stream on YouTube. You'll be able to check it out worldwide, globally here. They'll be quoting every in anything he says. So, be ready for it. And like I said, I think the market is just kind of cooling out for that. And I think the market actually cools out for a while, just considering it did just rally here. You're going to need to consolidate and before we can even get any higher. Possibly you're going to need to really just, like I said, consolidate, give them a nice, real good dip so you can find more buyers. That's what's taking place right now. But jobless claim data coming out. You guys on jobless claims data is coming out Thursday, and existing home sales data is coming out Thursday as well. So we're still looking at the data in the mix of the power situation, obviously, but existing home sales and Thursday is going to be key. Services PMI Friday, manufacturing PMI, all economic data is always key. So we're looking out for it. It either gets brushed off or the market reacts to it. So we look at that closely, regardless if not if it brushes it off. So looking at the economic data, that's what it is this week. Be prepared for it still. But yeah, pretty much like I said, Fed speakers, you seen today, Williams spoke, and it kind of moved the market here to the downside. And, testimony tomorrow with Powell is going to be key starting at 10 a.m. So like I said, try to tune in if you can. Try to, figure out how you could tune in the best way you can, or try to check out some articles or quotes after the testimony if you can, or anything. But just be seeing what's going on. Like I said, that's shaping up a direction here for the near short term, what Powell's testimony is going to be here. So really, he's just going to really be going over what he said last week with all that economic data that came out and caused the market to go to the upside extremely high. So that's pretty much kind of what the testimony is going to be about. It's going to be a lot of questions, though, too. So just tune in, tap in with it. But Wednesday, also, you got Jefferson speaking at 10 a.m. as well. So be on the lookout for that. Goolsby speaking 11:40. So you got a lot of Fed speakers tomorrow, you guys. It's going to be a very volatile day. And looks like Thursday, you got Waller 4 a.m. And then Powell testimony Thursday at 10 a.m. is the key. Like I said, Powell testimony all week, Wednesday and Thursday back to back. So that's pretty much the key. Top 5 things to know. Powell testimony, flash PMI services, surveys, housing data, earnings, you guys. We're going to look at FedEx. We're going to see what they did. We're going to look at the report here and see what the chart and number is looking like here. But depending on what they did, is going to have a lot going further here in the overall sector, in the DIA, the Dow Jones, and, really in the overall market as well, depending on what they did. So we're going to look at their earnings here closely and see what they got going on. Then we see CarMax on Friday. It's still a big one here before the open on Friday. That's a big one. And KB Homes tomorrow after close is a real estate one, so we'll be looking at that one too. FactSet as well Thursday before the open. So that's pretty much your earning plays. You need to be on the lookout for those this week. Earning season is kind of resetting right now, and it'll pick back up here, starting with the banks coming soon. So be on the lookout for the next earnings coming up soon here in the near term. But yeah, that's pretty much it as far as data. What you need to know, what happened today. And like I said, we're gonna look at the charts and numbers here and look at the indices, how they close, and you can get a imagery of how they close and what the market is feeling like right now. So week ahead watch list here. Housing stars, FedEx earnings. We're about to check that out, and then like I said, tomorrow, you guys, Powell testimony. First one kicking off. He's like I said, he's speaking with the House or Senate first. I don't know, and then the opposite on Thursday. So 10 a.m. Tune in. Jefferson 10 a.m. Goolsby 11:45 a.m. Tune in. They're all saying something. They all got a testimony. So KBH, and that's some real estate earnings there. Thursday, Powell's back again. They're grilling them. Jobless claims data with that, and existing home sales. Friday, services PMI data. So be on the lookout for that, man. That's the key. Those are keys this week for this short week, man. Short week. Remember that too. But let's go ahead and get into the indices close. It looks like indices closed bearish, you guys, as I read it. And S&P 500 closed down about 20.88 points. The Nasdaq closed down 22.28 points. The Russell 2K closed down 6.30 points. The Dow Jones closed down 245.25 points. The VIX even closed down 0.31. So this is how the market is feeling right now. It has been bearish here the last couple of trading days here from last Friday to up until today. And we're still in a bull market overall. Those bloodthirsty spies, those bloodthirsty bears, they're sitting right in the bull market and right on it. And just as this picture is showing you, it's right in the bull world now. This bear is, and it's not realizing its surroundings. It's a little angry just sitting there, and it could easily be plucked away. Keep that in mind, especially if things reverse and start to go back up. But just a slight little pullback. But at the end of the day, this bear is angry. It is right there, like I said, in bull land, on the bull mat right there. You see it being green, so it could just start to tear up the place and just keep going down. So we're looking at that tomorrow to see what will happen and see what's going to take place. But that's how the indices close, you guys. Let's start with the spot charts and numbers. Let's get right into it. I ain't gonna hold y'all. We're gonna do this quickly. If you checked out the recap yesterday, some of you know this is accurate information here. But do as you please and take it how you want. And we're gonna go further here. But if you could hit that like subscribe button, hit the dislike button as well if you need to, whatever, if you're not understanding something. But yeah, check out the recap from yesterday, man. You will see these drawings practically correct here. Right here, you would understand all this and what this means. So we're gonna erase it here, but just redo it. So looking at the SPY here, you guys, did exactly what LCAOD expected. They did pull back. Support right here at 435. Support stepped in the door here. That is your support because you don't see a further bottom. Meaning that is your support, you guys. Support is when you don't get any further bottom and it steps in and price starts to pick back up. That's called support here. So support is 435, even on the SPY, it looks like. From that point here, it picked back up $2, $3, and it closed right here at 437. So honestly, the SPY is still bullish. Still a bull market, you guys. But what we have considered, that's what's taking place and what is real, what's true. The top is in. We got a gap down right here. Now this could be a moment where we get the gap fill right back to the upside quickly here because we are in a bull market. It wouldn't surprise. That's what we're going to have to do to get back up, regardless. But the top is in, you guys. If you can see here. we're back to the point where it's even here. Like I was saying yesterday on the recap here, it's even here to here. So now the top is in. It could have flushed. The Bears really wanted the market back. They could have took momentum back down to 430. Still can do that. That is questionable. But as of right now, it doesn't look like the Bulls are going to let it be that easy. We're in a bull market now, you guys. They have a lot of strength and momentum here. Just flipping it back up $3 from that sell-off right there from the open. So at the end of the day, Bears took the momentum. Bulls took it right back, and we're really just back into the same spot we were for this 3-day weekend where we closed at. We've been closed at. That's just kind of where we're at. A little bit lower, obviously, below 440, so not in the Bulls' comfort, but easily can strike back to 440 and retest that zone. So that's what we're looking out for here closely, you guys, going further this week, next week on the SPY. But from the one-day perspective here, like I said, 438 got a break here to the upside. Once you see that here, expect a retest to 440 here. Like I said, that gets your gap fill and go there once you see 440. And then the Bulls target now, like I said, going long here on the SPY, you guys, is still 445. That's the Bulls target here to the upside, you guys. So be looking out for that coming soon. But 440 first, first target again, retest. To the downside, though, because the top is in, Bears do got a little 2-day momentum right now, So this can easily, if you don't see a push up here to the downside, you need to be looking at it from both perspectives. Because remember, we're just trying to be profitable when we're trading. We don't really care about the future here. We're just focused on that direction firmly. So to the downside, it can go either way here. Just looking out for a 435 hold. If it doesn't, 435 doesn't hold, next level to the downside I'm looking at here is 432. If that don't hold, you guys, the next level is 430 here, and the Bears will have full momentum to the point where they can possibly even flip the whole entire market back to the Bears. Just something to be looking out for. Obviously, if we break below these levels, these are the levels on the SPY here to the downside and upside there. That's what you're looking out for here by the end of the week, next week, going to the future and further. Triple Qs. Triple Qs did the same thing as well here. As you see, the drawing was correct on the last recap. Hit that like and subscribe button. They found support here at 364 and was brought right back to 366. But the Bears did get their target from that $4 drop. That's what they wanted. But it looks like they didn't want to really take over the market yet at 360. So still questionable, obviously. But it closed right here at 366. It can go either way from here, but it still shows real strong bullish momentum more than anything. So you got to keep a mind out on that. And I'm going to remove the drawings here from the one-day perspective. To the upside here, going into tomorrow, looking for the triple Qs to break back to 368.50. If that is so, that will be a gap fill and go. Next level is 370, retest target there. And then I think once you hit that there, now it really go ahead and strike to that 375 level here. Summer target long, going completely long by the end of summer is still 386. Don't get it twisted, but these are the near-term targets here. I'm talking here to the upside on the triple Qs. Now to the downside, obviously, like I said, Bears do have mid momentum right now. I'm going to say yesterday it was slight. Now I'm going to say that Bears got mid momentum right now, sort of, kind of. So if no pushback above 366 tomorrow and that don't hold the next level to the downside, I'm looking at here is 363 to the downside. That don't hold the next level is 360 here. And you get your Bears in full momentum mode there to the downside of the triple Qs. DIA. So did the same thing here. Found support here at 339, closed at 340. So still looking real strong for the Bulls. Still in the bull market, obviously. Bears got mid momentum here. So from the one-day perspective here on the DIA, you guys, just looking at about here to the upside, 342 break here. You get there, that's their target. And if you can get back there on the DIA, considering how we're going to look at FedEx earnings here and momentarily, but considering how that turns out in the long term as well, looking at everything in the DIA as well, The next high level is 345 there, and you really can see a push this time to 350 is their new target here up to the upside in the DIA. And like I said, that'll be a lot of stocks in the Dow Jones sector picked up. That's the upside levels I'm looking out for. To the downside, though, here looking for the 340. If it doesn't hold tomorrow, you guys, 340 is not holding here to the downside. Next low level I'm looking out for is that 337 level again. If that don't hold, next low level is 335.20 to the downside on the DIA. So be on the lookout for both ways. IWM closed right here 185 here. So solid for them to hold. Still looking bullish overall. But you know, Bears got mid momentum right now currently. Let's give it to them. So right here, close 185, 8 cents to the upside tomorrow. I'm looking for a break to 186.20. You get that level. The next level I'm looking out for is 187.50 on the upside IWM. That holds. The next level still is that target 190. IWM can still hit that. Don't get it twisted here. If you're going long, that's still in play. So be looking out for that. Now to the downside, obviously this could be your top here. So be looking out for both sides. Obviously the Bears got mid momentum here. So 184 don't hold here tomorrow. The next low level I'm looking out for is 182.27 here. If that don't hold, the low level is 180 on the IWM. The Bears are going to feel very, very comfortable on that. VIX, volatility, speed of the market, direction of the market, everything in the market. Put another red candle in, you guys. They put a red candle beside this long red candle, but they put a red candle. It looked like it was facing up. This candle was possibly green, and then it turned to red by the end of the day. So what is that telling you, you guys? The VIX, the overall, the volatility, the speed of the market, the direction of the market, is just basically telling you to be patient. More than anything, the trick, trap, frustrating fool crew is at it again. Those bloodthirsty VIXers are trying to confuse you and trying to trick you out of your position and trying to make you not wait and don't want you involved in what can happen and want you to miss your blessing. And they're just trying their hardest to confuse how simple the VIX is and what it means and what it states. And what it means is if the VIX is up, it's just simple. It's just this simple, you guys. If the VIX is up, the market is down. If the VIX is down, the market is up. The VIX has been down. That's why you see the market where it's at. Don't get that confused, you guys. Please do not, because that right there will really make you believe that this stuff isn't happening. And that's what they want you to do. They want to shake you out your boots so they can get involved and prove to you that, you should have waited. Every time they do this to people. So be patient on the VIX right now. Right now it's signaling confusion and patience right now very strongly. But I think, you know, the VIX start to signal what it really wants to do when Jerome Powell speaks tomorrow and Thursday. So be on the lookout for the VIX and the volatility, the speed, and the direction of the market to suddenly change here coming soon. You're already getting some of it now, but it's a little confused. So the VIX being red here, you guys, and going down. Basically all it did today was, as you can see, it was green. The VIX was green. It was up. The market was down, but notice the support stepped in, so the VIX went right back down. That's why you see another red candle beside a red candle on the VIX. That candle was green this morning. Trust and believe. It switched to red because support got brought in at the dips once again. So right now you're seeing the VIX really do what it should do and what it needs to do, and it's just waiting for the direction and the speed of the market. Meaning, if the VIX go up tomorrow, obviously you're going to see a sell-off here. You're going to see a pullback here. If you see a green candle push this way here, you're going to see a sell-off here. If you see the VIX go this way with another red candle, you're going to see the massive rally continue. So be on the lookout for either or here happening. With Powell speaking, there's going to be a lot going on. But that's it right there. That's what you need to be knowing there on the VIX. Keep it simple and remember it. Don't let them confuse you. If the market is up, you get it. If the VIX is down, the market is up. If the VIX is up, the market is down. For an example, 2020, VIX up. See these spikes right here, this big spike right here, this green candle to the upside, market went down. You see all this right here, VIX going to the downside, market is back up right now. So don't get it confused, you guys. Trust and believe what I'm saying when I'm talking about the VIX. It's really everything to the market. It's your key. People tend to forget about it because they get so caught in everything else. But the VIX tells you the direction and the speed of the market. So just don't get it confused. So levels I'm looking out for tomorrow, you guys. If the VIX break back to $15, expect a pullback. Expect the market pull back, more selling, another bearish day. If the VIX go down here to about that $13 level, I'm gonna keep hollering it out. When you see the VIX at $13, when you see the VIX at $13, just know the market is about to push higher and make new highs or try to get back to all-time highs, if that makes sense. The market is going to get higher. So be on the lookout for those levels tomorrow on the VIX. Boeing, oh man. Oh man, right on point today with Boeing, you guys. Drew that out perfectly here. If you check the recap out, you know what these drawings mean over here. Got clients excited right now. LCAOD is even up. It's looking wonderful at Boeing right now. Called out this play yesterday before it happened. Just like I said, Boeing was at an area where they haven't been in a year or two, so when it gets to that point, you got to keep pushing here, like these other big names, it's just going to sell off, and people are going to take profits. That's just what it is. So basically, people just sold off today. People took profits, obviously. A lot of profit taking in Boeing today, down about 3.46%. So a lot of profit taken today. But yeah, LCLD caught that. Puts are printing right now on that at 215 in the money right now. Didn't even didn't cost what it started with. Just put it that way. So still pending for some, and some got out today. Nothing wrong with it, but it was a profitable trade. Boeing is a company we're looking at this week. It's a free game, free play here. We're calling out. Anybody could have made this trade if you would have just listened to the recap yesterday, or if you're tuned in with LCLD. But yeah, this is what's going on. Boeing, the put is printing here right now. Check out the recap though. Hit that like and subscribe button. Like I said, you'll know what these drawings mean. We're going to remove them now. But here to the upside tomorrow, you guys. Both levels again here. You got to look at it from both perspectives every day. You never know which way it's going to really go. So give it the benefit of the doubt and go from there. To the upside though, looking for a 215 pop here. If that breaks, the next level is to get back to that 218 level here on Boeing. I think that's going to be their recent target, because there was a lot of selling today. So I think, it kind of got a little oversold once it broke below 215. So I could be wrong, though. It could be more selling tomorrow. But these are the upside levels. So 215, first and foremost, you need to get back there, Boeing. If you don't get back there, there is no 218 in place. So that's the levels I'm looking at first, though. You get to 215 and hold it. 218 is the next level that they're trying to push to. So them the upside levels. But, Bears got a mid-momentum, full momentum over here at Boeing right now. So to the downside here, I am looking now from the 1 month perspective here. We're going to zoom on now when in doubt, right? Downside levels here now I'm looking at for is 210 here. If this 212.50 don't hold, the next low level is 210 to the downside on Boeing. And really, if that don't hold, you guys, you may catch Boeing back at 207 here by the end of the week. Possibly that'll really trigger in a complete top, and it maybe find buyers, or if this thing is just really going to keep selling off here back below. So either or on Boeing right now. Just be on the lookout for that. But yeah, that's the levels right there going into tomorrow and next week. JP Morgan. The banks. So the banks did kind of what LCLD expected today. Not to the upside, but to the downside a little bit. Gave it up here a little bit, though. Just really a little bit. Not too much here. Didn't even hit the 140 break. So found support at 141, which is really actually good here for JP Morgan, considering they didn't break below 140. But going to look at that level tomorrow, looking at everything closely, obviously here. So found support right here, closed at 142.50. Next levels I'm looking out for, next levels I'm looking out for here going into tomorrow is to the upside here. 143.40 break. If that breaks above you guys, 145 is still JP Morgan's target. They still can do that by the end of the week, next week, considering they did find support here, right here. They found buyers right here, and the dip looking strong. So 145 is still a target here by the end of the week, next week, like I said. If you're long on it, if it breaks above 145, the next level of resistance isn't really to 152. So be on the lookout for that coming soon on JP Morgan Chase to the upside here. Considering, they do got earnings coming up soon as well, July 14th. So be on the lookout for that as well. But huge market capitalization, $416.514 billion, a lot of dollars over there at that bank. So at the end of the day, like I said, it can really hit 145 still by the end of the week, you guys, and it definitely can hit it by next week. And if it does hit it, it isn't really any resistance until about 152. So be on the lookout for that those upside levels for sure on JP Morgan Chase. Them upside levels can really happen. But to the downside, obviously, Bears got mid momentum. And, it could be back testing support here tomorrow. Never know here. So I'm looking for, if that 141 level don't hold and 140 don't hold, the next downside level I'm looking out for here on JP Morgan is about 137.40 here to the downside. And I think that that that'll basically consider that JP Morgan has topped out, and they're going to go back down just to find more buyers, possibly before their earnings. So I'll be looking out for these levels closely going into tomorrow, next week. Further, Google, good googly moogly, 123, still cheap AI. Google right now still signaling out that cheap AI move right now. So you gotta look 1 month out here on Google and see what they got going on. And like I said, look at this. Still cheap AI here. They did sell off from 129 back to where we're at now, 121, and consolidating here at 123. So Google here to the upside going into tomorrow, you guys. I'm just looking for Google to break above here. If Google can get above that 124.40 level and take it to 125, it's a possible chance that they can push to 128 back to a 128.50 here to the upside, you guys. And this time, when it does, and it does do that, if it does do that, it's going to hold this time. Best believe that. So be on the lookout for that to the upside levels on Google, you guys. Remember, $1.566 trillion. Next earnings coming up July 25th. Bears got a lot of momentum right now, though. So mid momentum right now on the Bears. So could be a top signaling in for Google. So to the downside, if 121 don't hold tomorrow, the next downside level I'm looking out for is 120.20 here to the downside. And if that don't hold, the next low level is 118.60 here to the downside on Google. I think that'll give you, it's already cheap AI. They'll give you cheaper AI. So that's pretty much it, you guys. That's where LCAOD is looking at here the remainder of the week. And like I said, I ain't going to hold y'all up. We're going to do another recap tomorrow. But this is the first day back from a long 3-day weekend. So, like I said, Powell's the key going further. That's why the market kind of didn't do anything today. It was a slow sell-off. But just know volatility will pick back up as Powell testimony ends and going into next week going further. The market's going to act like a statue right now. In these times, be thinking and go long. Really, that's what you should be willing to do. Be thinking and go long. But other than that, you guys, y'all have a wonderful evening here. We're gonna wrap it up, but that's pretty much what happened today. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow with another recap. Before we go, let's look into FedEx earnings and see what they did. Whoa, wow, FedEx. Ouch. So this might hurt the market tomorrow, you guys. Didn't know this. Ouch, 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 ouch. FedEx closed here. Ouch. They were at 214 in after hours, but it did get brought back up to 224. So, it looks like FedEx is bearish, you guys. It looks like FedEx is going to be pulling back here. They did hit that target right here where LCAOD expected at 213, 214, tagged it, but did go right back up. So FedEx may be bearish, or they may be about to just wipe out all the bears, and this could be your new bottom, and you may see buyers jump right back in FedEx in the morning and push it on right back to 230 and 236 here. But if you're going long on FedEx, you guys, you may still have an opportunity. It just depends on what direction that thing is heading tomorrow morning. That's going to really be your key factor. Remember that this is an earnings play, so it could have went 50-50, obviously, and it did really go 50-50. So honestly, nobody's going to win these contracts in the morning. This was a gamble. It looks like this was a miss, and it looks like you're going to really get your direction in the morning. So all contracts are white, no winner on either side here. So yeah, that's what happened with FedEx. That's what the chart is signaling right now. Down $6, down 2.96%. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, which way they go tomorrow. And like I said, if you're long in it, if you got at least about a month to 6 to 12 months, you should be fine, possibly, depending on your direction now. So that's the key tomorrow, going towards really going towards the next month and the month after that. And that's the key tomorrow, going further, seeing what direction FedEx is going to head. But right now, like I said, nothing to worry about. Nobody won as of right now. This is to be continued, if that makes sense. So be on the lookout for FedEx, you guys. But that's pretty much it. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow with another recap, you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. I'll see y'all tomorrow. This was the recap with LCAOD. I'll see y'all tomorrow with another recap, and we'll see what Powell has to say in the testimony and what direction is going to force the market, or if the market doesn't even do anything. See y'all tomorrow. Peace out.